Hi, today we're going to talk about Liberia, which is a country that is located in the continent of Africa. Right now it's having some issues, but first we're going to start with an introduction about this country. Since 2006, the economy of Liberia has been growing. Their GDP per capita in 2016 was around $2 billion. Their main industries are mining ore, rubber processing, palm oil processing, and timber and diamonds.
In 2010, GDP per capita was 400 US dollars, and more than 80% of Liberians were surviving on less than $1.25 per day. Three-quarters of the poor live in rural areas. The Food and the Agriculture Organization of the United Nations classifies Liberia as a low-income, food deficit country, reporting that about half of the population is food insecure or highly vulnerable to food insecurity. They are a democratic government.
Their capital city is Monrovia. Their total population is of 4,500,000 citizens. Their main religion is Christians, which makes about 85% of the population, and 12% is of Muslims, and the other is of many diverse religions. Their main language is English, but some citizens also speak Mande, Kru, and Mel. Since their GDP is very low, they don't have a big and powerful army. Their budget is of 12.9 million US dollars, and it may seem a lot, but if you compare it to powerful armies like the one of the USA, they have a budget of 597 billion dollars. That amount of money, if you compare it with Liberia's, it's insignificant.
Liberia experienced an epidemic of Ebola virus disease in 2014 and 2015, along with neighbor countries like Guinea and Sierra Leone. It all started when a boy developed an illness characterized by fever, back stools, and vomiting on the 26th of December of 2013 and died 2 days later. The exact source of his infection has not been identified but likely involved contact with wild animals. Before Ebola epidemic started spreading, the country's health system was seriously weakened by its civil war that ended in 2003.
ActionAid is on the ground training volunteers to spread awareness of the disease on how to stop it from spreading. The American Red Cross also helps amplify efforts and strengthen capacity of the Sierra Leone, Guinea, and Liberia Red Crosses as a devastating outbreak of Ebola wreaks havoc on the region. IGO Liberia is a non-profit ministry that is dedicated to serve the people in Liberia, West Africa. There are many groups and organizations and programs that receive donations to help the Ebola decrease in Africa. Some examples are Partners in Health, and they provide care for Ebola patients. CDC, Respond to Ebola Outbreak, and IntraHealth, IntraHealth, Prevent New Infections.
This map shows the levels of transmission around Liberia, and we can see that most of Liberia and all around the countries around it are active in Ebola's transmission. In this map, we can see around how many deaths are calculated in each country around Liberia, and we can see that the part of Liberia close to Sierra Leone has the most numbers of deaths.